Conversations at the Cross, an Easter story. The innocent man named Jesus was condemned to die. When they had climbed to the top of the hill, the place of execution, the Roman soldiers drove iron spikes through Jesus' hands and feet before hoisting the cross up into the air, with Jesus hanging there naked for all to see. As he hung suspended between heaven and earth, Jesus cried out, "Father in heaven, forgive them. They don't realize what they're doing." Two other men, both criminals, were also crucified, one on either side of Jesus. It was 9 o'clock in the morning and many people were passing by. A number of them shouted insults at Jesus when they saw him on the cross. "If you were really the Son of God, then save yourself and come down from that cross." Many of the Jewish religious leaders also mocked Jesus as they watched. He saved others, but he can't save himself. He's the King of Israel, isn't he? Then let him come down from the cross and then we will believe him. One of the criminals joined in from his cross. "Aren't you the Messiah, God's special chosen one? Then save yourself and save us as well." But the criminal on the other cross defended Jesus. "Don't you have any fear or respect for God, even when you are dying, since you're receiving the same sentence as him? We're getting the punishment we deserve, but this man hasn't done anything wrong." Then he said to Jesus, "When you are crowned as king in your kingdom, Jesus, please remember me." Jesus responded to this simple act of faith. "This is the truth. You will be with me today in paradise." Jesus' mother Mary was standing close to the cross, watching her son hanging there, bleeding, dying in agony. One of Jesus' closest followers, John, was also there. When Jesus saw his mum, even though he was in unimaginable pain, he thought of her. Looking at his mum and his disciple John, Jesus said, "Dear woman, see there your son." And to John he said, "Look at her as your own mother." From that time on, John took Mary into his home and looked after her like his own mum. From midday until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, heavy darkness covered the whole land. And after hanging on the cross for 6 hours, Jesus cried out, my God, why have you abandoned me?" For the first time ever, Jesus experienced what it feels like to be separated from his Father. And in that moment, he must have felt utterly alone. A short time later, Jesus said, "It is complete. The work is done. My Father, I commit my spirit into your hands." Jesus bowed his head, breathed out for the last time, and died. While he was dying, Jesus showed that he cared for the people around him. He chose to forgive those who caused his pain. He gave hope and life to another dying man. He made sure that his mum was taken care of. He experienced what it is like to be cut off from God. And through it all, even in the end, he placed his trust completely in his Father in heaven. What does it mean to you that Jesus cares? That he offers forgiveness? That he offers hope and life? What does it mean to you that Jesus offers a place with him and with his Father? That he offers life even in the midst of suffering and pain? Life beyond death? What does Jesus mean to you? I would love to hear from you. So please share your thoughts in the comments below. or message me directly if you like. I also want to encourage you to share this story if you found it helpful. Share it with someone else and talk together about what this means to you. Thank you, and God bless.